All welcome everyone to the online course on Essential of Database Management System. In previous session, we discussed TML commands and example. In this presentation, we are going to discuss the continuous DML command with aggregate functions and predefined functions. Aggregate function in SQL. The aggregate function performs calculation on the set of value and return the single value. There are various aggregate functions are count, sum, average, minimum, and maximum. We will discuss with an example. Count. It will return the number of rows. We will take one example, that is employee table. In the employee table, it will count number of records. The result is 6. And then if you want to, based on the group base, then it will count. For example, select, count, distinct, job from employee. So here three type of jobs, right? Designer, testing, and developer. The count is 3. The next function sum. It will return the sum of the column. For example, if you want to calculate the sum of the salary, then we can apply this function. Select sum of salary from employee. It will calculate some value, then it will return. The next function average. Return the average value. For example, select average salary from employee. It will call the average of salary, then it will return. The next one is maximum. It will find the maximum value from the list, then it will display. For example, select maximum salary from employee. Just to look at the table, here the maximum salary is 35,000. The next function minimum. It will return the minimum value. For example, select minimum salary from employee. From the table, the minimum salary is 20,000. And next one is group by class. It is used to group the row that have the same value in specified column into summary row. It is commonly used in the aggregate function like count, sum, average, maximum, and minimum. For example, to display the count of employee from each job designations. So then how to write the query? Select job, the count as employee count. As employee count means that is alias name. Under the name, the result will be displayed from employee group by job. So the result is designer is 1, testing is 3, and developer is 2. And next one, having. The having clause is used to filter the result after grouping by operation. It is similar to where, but it is specially used with aggregate function. So what is the difference between where and having? So the where used for filtering individual row, but having grouped the records. And then the where work on aggregate functions? No, but having work on the aggregate functions. Yes. So the where execute before group by, but having it will execute after group by. So what is the syntax? Select column name, any one aggregate functions, then column name from the table name, group by, that is the column name, having conditions. For example, display the average salary of each job where the salary is greater than 20,000 and the job count is greater than or equal to 2. So then how to write the query? Select job. Then average of salary we can calculate. Then it will show under the average salary name from employee group by job. What is the condition here? For example, having average salary greater than 20,000 and the count is greater than equal to. Then automatically it will filter, then it will display. Next one, order by case. So the order by class is used to start the result set of ascending order or descending order based on one or more columns. So the ascending order default sort in ascending order from smallest to largest. Descending order manually we have to mention here. For example, to display the employee ID, employee name in the alphabetical order. Then how to write the query here? Select EID, E-name from employee, ordered by E-name. So it will display the employee name in the alphabetical order. And next one, and one more example. To display employee ID, name, age, where the age is in descending order. That cases, we have to mention the DESC at the end. The automatically it will display in the descending order. And next one is predefined function. For example, numeric functions. So the SQL command, it will support the predefined function. For example, ABS. It will return the absolute value of the number. For example, if your number is negative, then it will give the positive number. And next one is A cos, sin, tan. So it will return the values. For example, cosine value, then sine value, then tan value. Next one is CL function. It will return the small integer value that is greater than or equal to number. For example, select say 25.75. So it will return the rounded value 26. And next one is the division function. So it will divide the value, then it will display the result. For example, 10 division 5. The result is 2. And next one is the greatest function. So here it will look the list, it will find the greatest value, then it will display. Similarly, the least function. If you are applying the least function, it will look the list, then it will find the least value, then display. For example, 32, 36, 81, 125. The least value is 2. Next one is floor. It will return the largest integer value that is less than or equal to number. For example, 20.575. So the result is 25. And we can apply the module operations. For example, 18, comma 4. So it will divide and it will show the remainder value. Then we can call the pi value also. For example, pi is a predefined function. Then it will return the result pi value 3.14. And next one is the power functions. So for example, here two parameter 4 comma 2. Then it will call the power value. Then it will display. Then round functions, so it will return the rounded value. For example, 5.553, the result is 6. And the square root function, it will call the square root value, then it will return. For example, square root of 25, the result is 5. And truncate, so how many number you are going to display after dot. For example, 7.53635, comma 2. So we want only the 2 digit after dot. The result is 7.53. And next one is string function. For example, ASCII. So ASCII of T, the corresponding the ASCII value is 116. And then if you want to find the length, then we can apply the character length. For example, hollow. So how many characters is there? Then it will count, then it will display as 6. Concatenation function, it will join the two words. For example, DBMS and course. The result is DBMS course. And next one is in str. For example, if the function used to find the occurrence of all the alphabet. For example, database course. And the second parameter is S. So the S is present in the fourth locations. Then lower case and lower both are convert the word into lower case. And next one is the length. It will find the length of the word and display. For example, the input is DBMS code. It will call the length, then it will display. For example, 11. Locate. So then it will find the locate. For example, is occurs in where. So it will find the location, then it will display. Repeat. How many times you are going to repeat the same word? So we can display. For example, dbms comma 2. So 2 times the dbms word is repeated. Reverse function. This function used to reverse the string. For example, if your input is database, it will show the database in the reverse order. Next is string comparison. So it will take two strings and compare. First, both strings are equal, it will return 0. Suppose if the first string is smaller than second string, then it will return -1. Suppose the first string is larger than second string, then it will return 1. For example, apple and mango. So the result is -1. Next one is substring. So if you want to display only the portion of the string, then we can display using substr. For example, the input is database 1, 3. So starting value is 1 and the ending is 3. Then the result is DAT. Next one is uppercase function. This function used to make the string in the uppercase. For example, if you are typing the word in small letter, then it will convert into capital. And next one is date and time function. For example, now it will return both date and time. If you want only the current date, so the use current date function, it will return only the current date. So the next one is current time. So it will return the current time now. Thank you. The next session we will discuss DCL and TCL commands.